I already know what the affiliate program is. Jingle bum bum. Alright. Now I go to your...
There's a shiny docs button in my chat right now, but I don't want it because those things creep me out.
Is it because they're parasites?
No, not really. That could be a thing, but it's just bread dog. I don't understand why it needed to be a thing.
I mean, I'm referencing a silly post about how traditionally in, like, our nature, the only reason anything ever evolves to look like something that is food to another creature is because getting eaten is part of its life cycle.
Oh no, someone's creeping up on your territory, blood.
So all of the food Pokemon want to be eaten for probably not great reasons for anything that eats them.
Wait, you said what? Somebody's creeping on my territory? What do you mean?
Someone also has Hyde in their name. I was like, oh no.
It's just a nickname. It's not like I specifically am the only individual named Hyde. There are tons of Hydes.
That's untrue.
It says I'm waiting for host now. Now I'm just waiting for the host body to move around. Find a tight grip on top of a leaf so that it can grab on and then...
Oh shit, hey, it actually told me you wanted to collaborate. That's like the first time it's actually done that.
Yeah.
It usually doesn't do that. It doesn't send you any notifications when I do that, right?
Yep. No, it doesn't. Dog.
Alrighty.
Dog. There is no need. There's no need to sniff my feet. Don't sniff my feet.
Alright. Who wants to do tonight's recap?
Don't everybody speak up now.
Got pizza. I don't want to do it.
On the last one, we finished our
library cards. We're probationary library helpers. Also, the world is ending.
Go ahead.
So
buddy.
a man's from the library who's like officially a member is here to collect us.
Sorry, is your name Bunny?
Wait.
Go ahead, Bunny.
we finished up the siege battle, which got us our licenses that lady was talking about, and we went to the shop to find the owner was packing up for a mysterious reason we didn't understand yet, to then find out when we got to the inn that someone was there to pick us up because we looked out the window, the planes are currently crashing into one another.
Righty. Who remembers the gentleman's name?
You know I'm horrible with names.
His name? Locus. There you go.
Locust, that's right. I hear the name Locust, I can't help but think of like the mummy.
Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
No, I think it's locus, like the Latin word.
I only speak money.
I only speak German.
Alrighty, with that, Callie, you're just seeing mountains breaking apart and crumbling away into the grand abyss.
Flower's also crying. Nar! No!
There are screams beginning to echo from outside the tavern. Lucas is standing up and brushing food crumbs off himself. Well then, friends, I think we should probably be running now. And he will immediately begin making for the door.
Running? Where?
Flower, come on.
Yep.
Try and easily catch up.
Come on.
And
What about these citizens? We or
Several are already running in various directions. Hold on 1 second. Oh, damn it. Flower, you moved.
hee. Funny.
There, now we can run as all one party.
Yep. As you all exit, portions of the town are beginning to crumble away. People are running and screaming, grabbing their children or loved ones and trying to get to a place of safety. All while the city seems to fall down around them. The moon bridge is currently still intact, although it is flickering in certain sections. Locust is leading you all towards the moon bridge.
I follow? We follow?
Is that about right here that the party will watch as the other side of the moon bridge begins disappearing towards the direction of the other side that you're currently occupying? Various villagers who are running behind you are now dropping into the river that is now being drained away into the abyss.
it's a nightmare.
Which way are we going?
Lucas is leading you to the Astral Observatory. It is at just about towards the door of it that even the Astral Observatory seems to fall away into the abyss, breaking apart in front of you. You'll hear some yelling from inside that sounds like Torelth and Yarth. However, you'll notice that there is a thrum of magic in the air as some of it's being held in place. And we will transition to that.
Maybe we should have just crystal boarded over here. It's not like they're gonna be much use for much longer.
Oop, wrong button.
Oh,
And I will be sending you all the music. Gonna be in the main chat.
You have the time pinged for a reason?
No. Is there a ping time?
Yes.
Yeah, it's 5613.
Oh, god damn it.
It's alright. It's
Why
alright.
is there ping time on it?
Shrug.
Alrighty. As you all enter towards the building and its remains, you'll see off in the distance Holt. He's more or less on his knees, concentrating on his staff as he holds these portions of stones in their place. A singular area where one of the portals had fallen over is still active. Lucas is going to form a wall, like almost a cloud of insects, climb upon it and make his way towards Holt.
Oh, thanks. How rude. How's these jumps?
They're pretty jumpy.
Pretty jumpy?
Now, these are fairly easy jumps to make,
Boing.
especially with your scores.
What do you mean with our scores?
Monks, a rogue.
Boing. This way?
Yes. Flower, there is a chest on that island.
Yeah, I did see it. I wanted to enjoy that chest. Can I open it?
It is locked.
For how long?
It's locked. What do you mean for how long? It's until you unlock it.
Yeah, let me unlock it. These
Go ahead
tools
and give me a Thieves' Tools roll.
with Dex, I assume.
Yep. That's a 24. With a little work, it'll click and open.
Ooh.
Alrighty, I will need a D100 from you.
Let's hope this goes 100. Oh, wait. Huh?
I will put in chat the items that are already automatically in it.
/ roll 1 space 1D100. There we go. I did it all as one word. Didn't like it. There you go. It's an 18. One of the many numbers between 1 and 100, you know?
Give me just a second.
Is it a good one? I don't know. Depends on the chart.
Oh shit, I forgot. How much gold was I supposed to add to my inventory? 50 in the last session?
I believe it was 50.
$500.
500.
Because it was 2,000 divided by 4.
Could just let him say it was 50.
Yeah, but I'm also part of this party and I want to help my friends.
I could try
But they
and
said
set
it
more
was
ropes for you,
50.
lady. If you want to make some jumpies, or we could set up a second rope over there. I don't know if you're too big for rope, though.
Alrighty, found that. Alright, and you rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a D20.
Yay, I love that one. 6.
6. Alrighty.
Next.
Hey, Bloodhide, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So you know those new dice I bought. So one of them is, I believe, it's supposed to be a D100. It has a 00 up to a 90. How would that work exactly? Would it be
You
like?
have a D10 and that D that goes up to 90. So what you would do is you would roll those together, and it
Okay.
would be the one would be the up to, and it would go from 1 to 10. So if you got double zeros on them, it'd be 100.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, I just wanted to confirm before in case I ever actually ended up using these.
Yeah, not a problem. Alrighty, now to find that item. That was at 18 on the table, and then D6 on the table. Alrighty, that is a wondrous item.
Oh. Shiny.
If I could find the damn thing.
Each of your turns, when you walk 30 or more feet on the ground in a line, you cast Misty Step.
That is not what I'm looking for.
You can cast Misty Step as long as it's on that same line.
Yeah.
Okay.
For every hour they aren't used to teleport. Okay. Neat. Neat little shoes.
It's a free Misty Step as long as you have a 30-foot run up.
Yeah. I'll put them in the pocket unless we need them to fucking get across this chasm, but I don't think so.
They require attunement. We don't have time for it.
That's fair. That would take a while. Oh, I need to roll. Can I roll how many charges my armor regained at dawn? We didn't get to that. Dawn was pretty busy.
There we go. Alrighty, here's the last item in there. So you found yourself a pair of shoes as well as a bangle.
Requires attunement by spellcaster. Well, damn. Once per turn while wielding this bangle, you can do an extra 3d6 to one creature with a spell attack. If you're rude, you can shoot. Oh, okay. Only deal sneak attack. Once per turn. Spell would allow multiple. Nice. I'm putting that in my pocket too.
How would bigger pockets?
I don't think I have pockets. I think I have a bag. It's a Dungeoneer's bag. It's like a sash, or it's like a messenger bag, satchel.
Is that
Yeah. Alright, I'll just shove it in there.
Alright, lady or Zesh, right here is a stone that seems to be drifting further away, causing the rope to go taut, and will occasionally pull back a bit on the rebound from it going taut, making it go slack again. If you'd like to cross, you'd have to give me a performance check.
Performance?
Yes. Basically walking a tightrope.
I don't feel like that's a good idea for me. I'd rather do jumpies.
Alright, well, with
Jump
your
over
strength
here.
score, it is fairly easy to jump across things as long as they're somewhat nearby you.
Oh,
Gamlin, the stone you are currently a little lower as Zesh jumps over onto it. Bunny, what are we doing?
Waiting for there to be more room to move forward.
Doing what what you did back on the playground, just on that bridge that moved around slightly. Wah, just wobble a little bit. Wah.
Do I pass the jump roll?
Oh, you didn't have to make rolls to jump. Your pretty much your passive amount of strength would have been enough to make those jumps.
Also, you have your funny bunny jumps.
You're also, yeah, you have your funny bunny jumps.
Yeah.
Bunny jump. We know you can jump. We know Kitty can jump.
Should I meet y'all at the gate?
You can meet us here if you don't feel like you can fall. If you feel like you're not gonna fall, you can meet us.
I feel like that's a larger jump than the others, and also I'm heavy.
Yeah, this is a big bridge.
This area right here is much higher up than the current areas.
Here, we can talk. You can talk to Holt from here. You know.
The bridge over here is stable. It's being held in place by Holt himself.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Holt, are you?
Holt's physical form is currently trembling as he's holding everything together. As you all cross this last bit of the bridge, he will seemingly release it and it will go slack, beginning to drift down into the growing abyss underneath all of you. I apologize. I am unable to continue as far as this goes. I'm not entirely sure how my machine could have caused all this mess. But the balefire in his eyes is currently flickering in and out. I will form a bridge. You will all need to leave through that greater portal. I don't know where it will take you, but it won't take you anywhere that should destroy you.
Well, maybe we can figure something out and we can both have our daughters back again.
He's going to move towards the direction, slamming the end of his staff down on the rubble, causing two large staircases to form of stone, leading towards the larger portal. So I'll go.
Ooh. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second. There we go. Lucas is going to give Holt a pat on the shoulder before running up the stairs and immediately leaping into the portal.
Come on, girls.
Is there any way that I can save Holt?
I'm gonna say no, since Holt is running out of magic essence and they're refusing to take more.
I just wanted to see.
Galen, Holt will grab you by the arm as you get closer to check on him, and he's going to shove his staff into your hand.
Oh.
This is more than just a marker of my status as a Lord of High Water. I need you to take this and get it out of here.
Of course. You got it. Hope to see you on the other side. And
I'll laugh a bit at that last bit.
And she goes in and gives him a hug and thanks him.
As you go to hug him, his bones will come apart in your arms as the last vestiges of his life force melt away.
Absorbed his life essence.
All that
no.
remains of Holt is a pile of bones.
Alright, I'm
Something within Zesh twitches.
alright, I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna put him in my bag.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm just being silly.
No, I know. He's an item now. He's become an item. He's now in my bag.
Are you grabbing? I'm only saying this because these bridges are starting to crumble.
I don't care. I don't care. I can jump it. I'm good. I'm amazing. Fuck yeah. I'm doing it. I'm saving my friend. He's my pal. If I could save the other two, I would have saved the other two. He ain't going nowhere. He's going in my inventory. I'm gonna type it. What do I need to type in, GM?
I'll just put in Holt's corpse.
Alright, hell yeah.
It's like dusty.
It's got flakes of flesh that drip off of it every now and then. Oh my god, what is that ringing slow sound?
Oh, it's coming over the mic. Oh, sorry. I emptied the cylinder, and if I move it towards me as I open it, it gives me a satisfying ping sound.
Well, we can hear
It's
it.
satisfying on my end. Okay,
Oh,
I will
it's
not use it then.
it's not satisfying on our end.
It would probably be more satisfying in person. Unfortunately,
very
as it
satisfying
comes
in
through
person.
the microphone, it is very piercing.
Ah, I see.
Alright.
Good to know.
Alrighty then. I'm not leaving my friend behind. He's Ohana.
How did you put that entire corpse in your bag? Never
You
mind.
fucking bet your ass I did.
I would like to state that Zesh is going to attempt to scoop everyone up into her arms before jumping into the portal.
Whee! Hell yeah!
If anyone else wants to do something different, go ahead. But that's what my plan is.
Oh, I was just gonna Austin Powers it, just like I've been doing.
Very much like a cat, I will protest but not do anything.
Jump in.
We jump in. Big lady, carry us to the next stage of our evolution. Let us all emerge from from the womb of life. Let us gain new essence.
My goodness. Get me the fuck out of here.
Throw us into the
As you're
hole.
all teleported and jumping into the hole, you will find yourselves in a plane unlike any you've seen. There are streaks of what feel like pure magic just electrifying the air in this area. Massive crystals are formed. They also have the thrum of magic running through them, far stronger than anything else you've ever felt.
See a friend in the distance.
I see that friend too.
Oh yeah, we gotta save.
Fires our
We gotta
friend.
save friend.
Our friend is 150 feet out. I can reach him in 6 seconds if needed.
Yes, let's reach our friend in 6 seconds. Let us do this.
As you all approach, you'll see Locust kind of like looking around, scratching the side of his head. Right.
Let's go.
I don't know where we are.
Locust. Locust, you should follow us. It'll be completely A-okay. We have not died yet.
He'll shrug. I'm pretty sure we'll be fine as soon as Mistress Jana can or either her or Dr. Ordo, either one of them really get a lock on us.
Dr. Orr.
Honestly, we should have been out of there.
At Gamblins, none of us have died. Just meme image of Zesh doing side eye. Just like
Figure out
yes,
something while we're.
none of us have ever died.
Ever.
I see a gem there.
Yep, you see a crystal floating above the platforms, projecting underneath it a strange magic circle. The gem itself is releasing quite a bit of magic.
Interesting.
And I
I want to roll Arcana.
I want to roll Arcana
Look at
on Holt's skull. Maybe I could
It
force
is-
magic into his skull. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I gotta bring him back somehow.
For the Zesh, you'll note
So I
that
agree.
just the feeling of the magic, you felt this before, it is definitely wild magic in nature. This is the truest form of magic possible.
Okay, so don't touch it.
Grab the cap.
Huh? I'm not gonna touch it. Fine. I'm moving on.
I love how she immediately is like, fine, I wasn't gonna touch it anyway.
Last time we said don't touch the shining light. What did the cat do?
Lucas is going to pick up a stone and throw it onto the circle.
I'm going to punch that man.
What is
As
it?
he does so, you'll all watch as another stone falls into the circle in the same direction and position as the previous one, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. It is as if time is looping in that one spot until finally it comes to a rest and simply stays towards the back end of the platform. Should be fine as long as you're not the one physically touching it.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, Mario.
As you approach Torel, you're going to see him stumbling around. There is a good deal of blood coming down from the side of his head. He is mumbling and wringing his hands together with his hat in them.
Well, I guess I gotta cast a healing spell. Shabinga Babongle. My name is the cleric.
As you do approach,
Sure. I think I have.
Torel is going to look at you, Flower, and he's got wide, very frightened eyes. Hello, where am I?
You. Off. We're in a strange place.
I was supposed to go to the market today with my dear friend Yarth. Mother doesn't like me hanging out with him because he's said to be a bad influence, but I quite enjoy his company.
And calm down, old man.
He's gone senile.
Calm down, old man. 10 healing.
With that, the bleeding will stop. However, his pacing does not really stop at all, really.
Alright.
He's still just as frightened and confused as he was when you walked up to him.
Well, I want to hope and try and calm him down. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure out what's going on today, and maybe we can even find your friend Karth.
Yeah. Don't you worry.
Do you know your name?
I'm Torelf. Toral's Mindelspear.
How old are
Well,
you?
He'll grasp at his hat, just wringing it further in his grip as he seems to think a little too hard about that question.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, don't worry, Torelf. We'll help you find your friend.
come follow us, friend, okay?
It's not good to be alone in a scary place.
He'll nod at that.
Careful of those gems in those circles. They mess with shit.
Don't touch the shiny objects.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba.
We will head on out with our friend indeed.
I do want to
Think
move
we-
up to the top of this, but I don't think there's a way
Yeah.
across this way. I think we have to go back as a group. Do we want to go look at this like sigil up here?
I mean, you could look at the sigil. Give it a look.
I'm peeking. Peek.
Right, you will see a rune that is currently carved into the stone. You're unsure, but it doesn't look like it was carved by any humanoid hands. It almost seems as if it was a natural resting spot for just the wild magic in the area. A shape that it finds itself naturally wanting to become.
A shape. What about the crystal behind it? There's like a group of crystals there.
These stones, while thrumming much softer than the larger glowing ones, are still giving off a strong pulse of wild magic.
I guess I'm gonna step back, do the same thing, grab a pebble and try it and drop it on top of the rune.
Right, throwing the pebble onto the rune does not seem to have any effect that you can tell. The rune does not react.
All right.
Damn that room not reacting.
I don't want to touch the crystals.
Zesh crouches down and asks if Torelf would like some help getting around.
Torald is going to look up at you like a small lost child and simply hold up his arms towards you.
Yeah, Zesh is going to pick him up and try to help carry him around in as comfortable a position as she's able to find for him.
All right, I'm going to give you permissions over his token.
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
Now you can pass them hand to hand.
yeah, let's go. I'm just waiting for everybody. She wants to be
Lucas
last.
is going to stop in place, looking across then looking down at the sigil carved in the stone, giving his chin a bit of a rub. Tend to make a roll.
He's like it's some magic and shit, I think.
When I see those comment-looking things on the picture, is there just like magic flying all over the place?
There is magic flying all over the place. There's almost like electrical arcs of the stuff running around through the whole area. Occasionally these comets will pass by fairly close. Locus is going to reach out with a foot and tap the rune on the ground. it will shine and engulf him in a bit of light before dissipating. And he's just gonna like give himself a bit of a pat down. I don't think anything happened.
What if you jump?
I mean, yeah, that was the second part of the plan.
Well, what if it does it again?
He's going to jump to this small stone and then jump to the larger stone across. Well, it didn't seem all that different from before. Callie, as you run over the stone, the similar effect will happen to you, as you will be engulfed in a small layer of light for a moment before it just dissipates. There is no noticeable change that you can immediately pick up on. Give me just a second as well.
Watching the comets fly by, Thyra will close her eyes and make a wish in her head.
Oh. Step.
Come on, guys.
I step on the thingy and then across.
I feel like we should be going further, but I don't exactly know where we're going. I guess we're just kind of trucking along. Oh,
Lucas will shrug. I knew where I was going up until, we showed up here.
well, maybe. Do we have the gauges?
I think
I don't think
I
so.
have the gauges.
We could see if the gauges might help us navigate.
Wanna step me on this one?
Alrighty, you're stepping on that one. Give me just a second. Let me get you moved off there for a second. I need to actually take a look at the rune.
You take a look at the gauges? Maybe it poisons me. We've been dealing with the gauges the entire time. It might just be an item we no longer use, but that's a possibility. Could be something.
I wasn't entirely sure that we still had the gauges. I thought we gave them back. We didn't get them back this time because there weren't any new portals ready.
We could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 runes. Okay.
7 runes, 7 sins.
Yeah, I know, right?
7 means a lot of things.
Alrighty.
7.
It's like 3 means a lot of things.
As
No,
you step
that's-
onto this rune, Zesh, you're going to almost feel a familiar sensation as you're gifted a small, like, empowerment. You are currently under the effects. What the hell is the name of that spell again? You're currently under the effects of protection from death.
Well,
If you should go to 0 hit points, you will automatically regain 1 and stabilize. For the next, roll me a d8.
Man. That's pretty cool.
For the next 2 hours.
a funny death ward, but for free.
So Lady
And shorter.
Lady now has 2 death wards.
Temporarily.
I'm gonna remember this shape.
Alright, go ahead and give me an Arcana check to see how well you'll record this rune.
Okay. I get advantage on Arcana checks because of one of my Rune Knight runes. Also, I am a Rune Knight.
Yep.
I'm supposed to know how to do these.
These are wild magic runes and not quite the ones you're used to. 13. Alright, you will somewhat remember this rune fairly easily.
Bloodhide, what's
If you'd like, go ahead and draw it on like an actual notebook you have next to you if you have one, and right under it, I'll send it to you in DMs. Where are you? There you are.
Huh.
Alright, so where we headed?
What are these things on the ground? There's like 2 boulders.
Looking at them, they look like geodes, and they do have the thrum of wild magic coming off of them.
Callie, if you want to back up, I'll try breaking one open, I guess.
Alright, I'll jump over here.
Right, as you go to reach forward, they seem to be in a loose pile. They just are attracted to one another. Each one is about the size of a fist. If you'd like, you can go ahead and throw one and see what happens.
I'm gonna throw
no.
on the path. I'm gonna throw one on the path behind us, about as far away as I can.
All right, I'll need a specified spot.
Let me figure out where I placed my pen at. I lost it.
Here, maybe?
I don't see it. Where's the ping option? I don't think I
You just hold down the left mouse button.
Yes, thank you, very helpful. Yes, that spot works. I don't have mouse buttons. We've gone over this.
I know. All right, you'll go ahead and throw one of these geodes. It will crash against that portion where you've thrown it, and there will be a flash. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
I know what these rocks are.
I recognize this.
I think Sesh is still carrying some.
60. I am some of these.
You should put them inside of your chest.
In my little glowy spot.
Yeah, put it right into your crack. The glowy. Is it a crack or just a glowy spot?
Right in your crack.
If I consume these, can I increase the effectiveness of my wild magic rage?
Effectiveness.
Yes, effectiveness.
Give me just a second. I have to find out what this effect is, because it rolls off of 3 different tables.
Ooh.
Of course it does.
Should I roll a 1d to see which table it's supposed to be?
No, that's something I have to do.
Are you gonna swallow the geode, or would you crunch it?
I feel like crunching it would cause it to detonate in my mouth, which wouldn't be very good. I'd have to find some kind of way to like absorb it. The essence of geode.
Alrighty, as that geode strikes this platform, the platform itself will begin shaking violently before cracking apart and beginning to drift.
Ah.
If you'd like to collect some of these geodes, give me a d20.
I'm going away from the shiny geodes. I have not had good luck.
Are these... I'm assuming these are more shining stones.
Yes. Go ahead and collect 17 wild magic stones.
Let's fucking go.
If you'd like, Zesh, you can go ahead and change the name to that as well. That's what they are.
Wild magic stones.
Wild magic stone.
I do have wild magic, like, written down next to it.
I get to be
Wait,
extra
you trying to
annoying
get ahead of
now.
me?
Not only can I cause wild magic by raging, I can now cause it whenever I want.
Nah.
At a distance.
Gamlin, have you touched this one yet?
I was waiting. I was waiting until you got done with your thing, and then I was gonna touch it.
I was just gonna try to roll Arcana to identify / record it.
You can go ahead and record it as Gamlin touches it. Gamlin, your vision is immediately going to go dark as you touch it. However, you seem to sense things through the feelings around you. You can sense movement shifts in the environment. You have tremor sense at the moment. Roll me a d4.
Oh, a D4? You got a D4 just for you.
You will have tremor sense for the next 3 minutes.
Oh, shit. Ah. Well,
You see
I can
things
see.
basically like Poff would or Daredevil, whichever your preferred media would be.
I can see, just not correctly now.
This is definitely useful in an environment full of disconnected floating stones.
Oh yeah. I don't feel blind at all. I don't feel like everything's wrong now. Fantastic.
Goat.
I'm gonna jump on you.
Yeah. I was going to ask if Gamlin wants uppies now.
And now that I'm blind for a hot minute, just give me huppies. Let's just
should we
do
go?
this. What do we do?
I see
Where do we
I see
go?
a shiny thing on the ground. Is this another one of those weird like light travel things?
This is another rune.
Ah. Dash, I found another one.
Just a moment.
Would you like to poke it?
I would like to wait for Mother to get over here before I poke it.
You're just waiting for Zesh to get to a position
Yep.
to move himself again.
Yeah.
Just in case something bad happens, I'd like to have
Just
someone else here, other than Locust. I don't know how much help Locust will end up being.
Don't worry, I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Alright. I shall touch the shiny spot.
I shall touch it.
All right, as you touch it, there is another flash of light over you. You are not entirely sure what it did, as there's no outward change.
I am going to look at the others, be really confused.
Sometimes there is no change, Ed boy.
You know, there was a couple of runes back the way we came, but that was before we blew up a bridge.
I don't think we need to touch all the runes.
We could keep on moving ahead here, I think. We head on that away or something. Maybe we'll find something. Maybe we'll starve.
Maybe Mistress Shauna will find us.
I can't wait to find out in like 3 sessions that this stone actually did something and I had like space tumors.
No, that's what the first one that everyone stepped on did.
I never specified I stepped on it.
Pokes your rune.
Are you poking the like light that's like in like the center of my chest?
Yeah, would I lose an
Oh,
arm?
Yes, I did forget to add that map. I'll do that right now. Give me just a second, everybody.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't forget to add a map. I definitely didn't forget to add a map. Totally forgot to add a map.
Forever forgetting.
Maps, you maps, you maps, you maps.
You're running 2 campaigns in the same universe. Something's bound to happen.
On 2 different things as well. One's on Roll20, the other's on Foundry.
Damn. Ain't that some shit?
Why is the other one on Foundry instead of Roll20?
That's because that's just the one where I set it up first.
Alright. Makes sense.
Just remember, I've got 30 to 40 minutes left before I am conked out. I will probably fall asleep. I've got work in the morning. So just letting you know.
My emotional damage kicked in. I'm awake now. I was falling asleep before we started, but now I'm awake and I am like, I need to go.
The emotional
Let's go.
damage.
Emotional damage.
Ma'am, have you ever tried emotional damage? We now have a new can just for you.
It's not a flavor I like to have back to back, but like as a occasional like buffer between the other ones, it is rather nice. A palate expansion is how I would try to describe it, but then realize I sound very dumb trying to sound smart.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench ya.
Guys,
Quench your.
drink the yeah juice, and the juice that makes you go yeah.
Juice. Oh yeah.
No, I don't know if you've seen that fucking plastic man meme.
Speaking of this, has reminded me of the horrific ad. I don't know if it was ever an actual ad. Of, I want to say it was a football star, and it was with like the Capri Sun, and it was the like horrific body stuff that happened. It was one where they would like turn into like a liquid metal and travel around really fast. And they all ended up morphing together into a amalgamous creature, and then the football guy screamed, grabbed a World War II like flamethrower, and started burning the amalgamation thing. It was a really weird, like, I think I remember seeing something like this, but I don't remember it going this way.
Like either a dream.
Yeah, that's either a parody or a fucking weird thing your brain generated.
Yeah.
No,
Because normally commercials don't last for more than like 20 seconds.
This is like a minute to like 2 minute commercial type of deal that would have played back. Let's see, I'm 23, so back when I was like around 10. About 12 years ago.
The fact that you mentioned a flamethrower means this probably was not a real commercial.
Yeah, I don't think it was
If
real.
it did air on television, it was a parody.
Yeah, this is more like the one talking about cars, where they're just constantly insulting the listener. It feels more like that, where it's a skit put in the form of a advertisement.
Oh, hey, we're in a room full of people.
There's people. I think that's Joey Wheeler. Nah, that's not Joey Wheeler.
Huh?
That's some random person.
Let me zoom in. I've been sitting at like 10 this entire session, just so that way I have to scroll less.
I just see all of my art next to this person's art, and I'm like, damn.
And putting music in main chat. As you were all trekking through that area, a heavy pulling sensation engulfed you all, and you find yourselves in a brightly lit room with several of the familiar clerics who work in the library, as well as 3 individuals. I'm not sure if you were all introduced to any of these characters yet.
I don't
No.
I don't know any of these people.
I don't
No,
remember a
Lucas is
single
so
one of
far
them.
the only one you've been introduced so far to.
I'm
Lucas is
"Huh, where
gonna
are
step
we?"
forward, waving to the 3 before walking off. I'll see you all later. I'm headed towards the mess hall.
Take
Okay.
care, Locus.
Bye bye. Thank you for the help.
Damn. That was a really cool guy. I don't think we'll see him ever again. Oh well.
Is it just me, or did Locus give off like Han Solo vibes?
He didn't really give off any kind of vibes. He kind of seemed aloof and and emotionally untouchable. He probably won't be anywhere. He will be lost to time for all I know.
Locus turned into the BBG.
So
The
seems like
masked
Bill found
individual standing in front of you will turn to the young lady in glasses, patting her on the shoulder. Fine work, Dr. Odell. That will be all. Sees, make sure she gets back to her lab, all right. The large lianoid individual will give a curt nod, adjusting his cape and weapon as he eyes you all up and down, and then begins leading the young lady back to her lab.
Dr. Ordell.
I'm gonna give the lion creature a suspicious look, keep my eyes on him.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
I think
Nice
you
to
might know
meet you.
me, but I don't know you. I'm Flower.
Pleasure to make your acquaintances. I know you're all the current probationary members of our library. Mistress Jana has told me some amount about you all. I am the director. I oversee most of the goings-on in the library, directing as you would. The gentleman you saw earlier leading Dr. Ordell away was Seas. He is the security commander. Doesn't really talk all that much. He's more or less suffered at the hands of alchemists in the past, and thanks to Dr. Ordell, he's found some use with his skills as a security guard, more or less, for the library.
And your name was Director?
My name is, I should say, at best, lost. I don't particularly have one anymore. Most just call me the director.
Alright, boss.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because as members of the hunting group, I am technically your boss. As Mistress Jana has put me in charge of figuring out missions for you all, of which you will be needing to take one fairly soon. We have to upgrade your memberships as quickly as possible, unfortunately, as you do not have access to the second floor, and the only way out of this room is onto the second floor.
Oh,
I will
quite the
I will
predicament.
stand there, cross my arms, a bit pouty. Excuse? What do you mean?
I mean, the only way out of this area is through a portal or down the stairs, and unfortunately, your memberships won't allow you to go down the stairs. If you attempt to go past it rather and resist the magics keeping you out of it, it'll discorporate your form, and that's not something you really want to have happen.
And so, what are we supposed to do now that we're members of your hunt?
Well, you are hunters, so we'll have you hunt. Fortunately, I do have a mission where you can earn enough points to gain a full membership, which would give you access to the second floor, as well as its books and some of the finer points of being a member, which is usually specialized weaponry and gear. Unfortunately, Mistress Janet would typically be the one to explain what's been going on. First, a report about your plane of existence. It has shattered. It is, however, frozen in a state not unlike a temporal anomaly. We are assuming it'll be able to be fixed. We are not entirely sure on that point. It is either going to be fixed or we'll have to wait for the next iteration of the universe.
So we're waiting for the next Big Bang? That's gonna be a while.
Quite.
Wait.
Fortunately,
How do you
Go
know
ahead.
about the Big Bang?
I've seen the universe recreated at least
No,
4
no,
times now.
not you. Her. Not you, all-knowing cat man. I'm talking about the not-knowing rabbit woman.
I know many things, but
You
not
do
of
not.
science.
I am fairly certain you have made it very clear that your character is very dumb and dim-witted.
Just because I'm dumb and dim-witted doesn't mean I haven't heard smart things that I remembered. You don't know who I've met in my travels.
Okay, alright. I'm not going to tell you how to play your character. I'm not going to tell you how to play your character. I am going to ask. How do you fucking know about this?
I learned of it from a very wise man known as Griddles Molasses. He taught me many things, like a sextant.
Girls Molasses was carried off by a large bird and eaten.
Hey, he's fine. He'll be fine.
It was mistaken for a breakfast.
I literally am going to use that character next, and don't even start.
Yes, this is my name.
I am absolutely ready to believe that he was carried off by a large bird. Anything beyond that is up in the air.
Mistaken for a tall stack of flapjacks due to his hat.
That's totally believable, but he's gonna monkey D. Loopy it and it'll be fine. He'll punch it in the face and it'll be funny. Laugh will ensue. Anyway.
The director will give a bit of a wave of his hands. So there is that issue. However, it's not big on our list currently. We have our surveyors have gone out and found what appears to be a damaged Modron. We're trying to get a lock on its position. As soon as we do, I've been notified that once you all become members, I am to put you on that mission. Until then, you will have to complete this current one, which will see you all in a place known as the Grand Forge.
That doesn't sound interesting. That
Do I need
sounds
to make
very
a religion
mundane.
check on that?
No. Not unless you're a dwarf.
No, on a
Unfortunately,
Modron.
I do not have. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I do not possess dwarf knowledge. Wait, am I able to read dwarf at the band, or is it just speak dwarf?
You're able to read, write, and speak in dwarf.
I'm gonna be helpful.
So I don't
Where's
I
the
don't need
grand
to roll a
origin?
religion check on a Modron, just assume if I know what it is, I know what it is.
Religion check wouldn't let you know what a Modron is. However, if you'd like, you can make a history check to see if you've read about them at any point in your studies.
Yeah, let's see how many questions
Can I use the help action by providing my book?
Sure. Do so with advantage, Gamlin. Alrighty. You'll rack your brain, and thanks to Zesh offering the book on monsters, you will find a page on Modrons. They are extraplanar creatures that aren't quite alive. They are constructs, however, they do have flesh. It is not sure how they were created or who they were created by. However, what is known is that their march is unending, and as long as they are marching, the planes move in the fashion they are supposed to.
So we might have to help
I
them
assume
Moj.
that's not marching.
Well, if they're not
but
marching and if they need help, normally they're like little boxy creatures. They come in variety of shapes, but they're kind of shapes that have flesh to them.
They're more akin to celestial constructs than anything. The director will speak up. However, due to the machine that a certain Holt V. Moorcroft had used to resurrect a loved one, may have disrupted their march, which should be impossible. We're not entirely sure on that front. We're certain that it has either been interrupted or somebody used the confusion caused by the machine to interrupt it.
Also, I gotta put into my character sheet something I forgot to put in.
Yeah, Zesh will nod and say, a lot of crazy things did happen that day.
I forgot to put in Holt's staff.
The very important thing.
Go ahead and add the Holt's staff to your inventory.
Yeah, I almost forgot. I was more interested in carrying his corpse before I was interested in carrying his staff.
His dying wish was not that appealing to you, apparently.
No, I remembered. It's there.
Well then, if you'd all like, you can go ahead and take a rest in here. Unfortunately, again, you won't be able to go downstairs. However, we can have food brought to you if you need it.
Wait, there's
Zesh
both,
would like
both
to.
up and downstairs? Before it was described as upstairs, now it's downstairs. So there's up and downstairs, or was that just a slip?
No, he was saying that before you can go downstairs. The stairs at the end of the hallway go down.
We're not allowed to go.
If you try to go down to the second floor from here, you will discorbulate.
I believe he was saying food brought upstairs from the downstairs, which we are not allowed to be in.
Okay.
But yeah, Zesh would like to ask the director if there's what is to be done with quote little Torelth here, who is very lost and confused.
Doralt is currently being carried by you, and he's currently looking at his hands, like turning them back and forth to look at his palms and the back of his hands, and mumbling to himself that these aren't his hands. The director is going to gesture to one of the clerics. She's going to make her way over. He is going to lean over and whisper in her ear, to which she will make her way over to Toralth and pull out what appears to be a small item from a string that has what looks like a crystalline looking little coffin attached to it. She will press it against Torelth, and he will be pulled inside of it.
Oh,
I know what those are. I've seen one before.
Capture balls. Hello, the Grouch Couch. Hello.
She will then give you a short bow, Zesh, and then make her way back over to the area where Dr. Ordell is.
Zesh will return the bow and
Thank you so
What did
much
you
for
do?
the raid. Thank you so much for coming in. I
The
really
Doctor will
appreciate
look to
you.
you and give a slight smile. He is going to be taken care of. We will ensure that he receives the highest level of medical care, as he is, like you, one of the last remaining individuals from your current plane of existence.
so we're specimens.
Not quite. He is.
No, we're employed.
He is a guest. He will be given a probationary license, much like the rest of you. However, he will be moved to the lower floors after speaking with Mistress Jana, of course. We will seek to accommodate him on a demi-plane that we have access to, where he will be much more comfortable.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you guys for coming in. We really appreciate it. We are in the middle of games. So thank you so much.
Although, from what I understand, it's not like demi-planes are safe anymore.
Planes aren't safe anymore. Demi-planes are created planes. Ones we have specifically attached to this one, the library. We are outside of the known rotation of the planes that you are acquainted with. As you may or may not know, Mistress Jana holds the Akashic record. For those of you who don't know what that is literally a record of everything that has ever happened, ever, and everything that will happen, ever.
So like this, Thyra snaps her fingers.
Yep, that would be in there.
That would be in there.
That's weird. Fascinating.
However, it's not like it's all faded or anything. He'll wave his hand loosely. It's like a bit confusing, but with what Mistress Jana has told me, as I understand it, it's more or less it keeps track of possible futures when it comes to the future.
So I could have clapped instead of snapping. Interesting.
I am still surprised by her sudden brain blast each time. Just slightly surprised, but I'm not stopping it.
I know. I don't see why that one would be an issue.
The concept of you doing an action and it not existing in your own timeline is a very big concept for any civilization, bro. We didn't
That's what
come
we're
up with it till
talking
the 1950s, my dude.
And we're dealing with people that can literally throw balls of light across the world.
I'm just saying.
That being said,
I'm just
do you all need
confused.
anything before we send you out on your first mission?
Definitely rest.
Definitely rest.
At least an hour. I don't think I seem to be missing my indomitable charges. No, I long rest. I should have those back.
Yeah. You're not a spellcaster. You don't have to worry about that shit.
You are free to spread out any bedrolls here. You are safe. If you need anything, simply ask one of the clerics. They will provide food, drink, anything you might need before you're fully rested and then sent out on your mission. As soon as you're ready, please proceed to Dr. Ordell's lab, and she will set you up with the coordinates of where you need to go.
I did that.
Unlike your previous adventures with Holt, we're a lot more direct on where we've sent individuals. Nothing is quite as annoying as random happenstance.
I have two questions. Is anyone able to do a checkup on me? Because I touched one of the weird runes back there, and nothing seems to happen, and that concerns me.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, where the fuck were we?
None of us have a good Arcana, man, but I can do a medicine.
That's why I'm asking the Lion Man that's been teaching us stuff.
You might want to ask
No,
him.
this is the
not
masked
us.
man.
This is the
masked
masked man. This is
Yeah.
the director.
Okay, they were mentioned simultaneously, and I got confused on which one went where. Okay.
Yeah, the big
Yes.
lion man is the security guy, and he went off with Dr. Ordell. The masked man with no name is the director and our boss.
That's what I thought I heard, but I think I missed a sentence that when it swapped to the Masked Man, and I was like, but the Lion Man just left. Why is he still talking? Who is this talking? That's where I got confused.
Who is this man?
I could have swore I had their handouts ready. That may have been the other group.
It's okay.
Oh, that's not good.
The other thing that I'm gonna ask about will probably not be able to get answered.
You were asking, were you asking a question towards the director?
Yes, since he seems to be the most knowledgeable person in the room. Most likely to be able to help me.
With figuring
least
out what
point.
may have happened to you?
That or point me in the right direction of who can figure it out.
You say you touched a rune, and nothing apparently happened?
Yes, Zash, did you record that rune?
I did write it down.
He'll look to see Says, who is currently back from his directing Dr. Ordell back to her lab. And what is the shape of this rune?
Hold on, heck, I'm trying to draw. Oh. Well, roughly this.
Room night. At it again. Ruining it up.
Season and the director are going to look to each other and then back to the rune and give a slight shrug. We're not entirely sure. That one doesn't stand out to me very strikingly. Perhaps it just didn't have an effect because it wasn't directed at whatever you are. Or maybe it affected something on your person.
I haven't noticed any changes. Can I do like a? Can I inspect my gear, see if anything happened?
Sure, check your inventory.
Okay.
If you'd like, go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Yeah, I was actually looking at my inventory and I'm like, I don't see anything in here that I didn't do myself.
All right, with an
That's
11,
not
I'm
good.
going to go ahead and give this to you. you're gonna notice almost immediately you've got a lot more money than you had before.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. All right. That is a lot more money than I had before. Okay. And then as for my other question, I got affected by some strange magic a long time ago, and when I recovered from it, I now have this glowing spot on my chest. Should this concern me for any reason? I haven't noticed anything different other than it glows.
The director's going to look at Says, who's going to kind of reach up and scratch at this glowing spot on his own chest. And look back to you. Unless it's connected to your heart, I don't think you need to worry about it.
Okay.
I believe you.
Yep, okay, I believe you.
That's all.
Alrighty, and with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end the session. Because I think Goat needed to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta work. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good reception.
Yeah, great session.
That was a really good one.
I think, do I need to just stop my stream or should I raid somebody?
Yeah, I'm probably going to end my stream, although I might be streaming again later tonight.
Okay.
I'll just be playing some more Crisis Core.
Alright. Alright, well, I will let you guys go and stay easy, stay breezy, stay beautiful. Good
Have a
night.
good night. Join us next week, hopefully.
Peace.